Hello, welcome to today's practice. My name is Mitzi and we are going to do an energizing yoga for tired eyes. If you are anything like me and spend way too much time looking at screens, then hopefully you'll love this too. We're going to be practicing our drishtis, which is the gaze of our eyes, focusing on different points to help channel the energy inwards. We use up so much energy with our eyes, so having a point of focus can really help with our practice. When you're ready, grab a mat. Let's begin. Standing at the front of your mat now in Tadasana, mountain pose. Pressing through the feet, gently bending the knees, engaging the legs, opening up the chest, shoulders pulling down the back, elongating the spine. Taking a few breaths here just to think about your intention for today's practice. On your next inhale, arms up, gentle back bend, and then forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale forward fold. Pressing through the hands and stepping back into plank, we'll take our first flow, doing a knees, chest, chin to warm up. Coming into cobra, pushing back into your first downward facing dog through child's pose, remembering that you can always stay in child's pose as you need. You may wish to pedal out the legs, relaxing the neck, looking from side to side, stepping back to the front of your mat, exhale forward fold, inhale to stand and rise, back at the front of the mat. In our next flow, drishti is going to be in warrior two, inhaling the arms up, gentle back bend, exhaling forward fold, inhale halfway up, exhale forward fold, and stepping your right foot back into high crescent, sinking through those hips, and then planting the right heel into warrior two, right toe slightly facing forward. Shoulders pressed down, arms stretched out in front. You're going to be focusing on the drishti, looking at your left middle finger to draw your focus inward. Reversing the warrior, exhaling, and then coming back down into your plank. Changing feet, bringing your right foot forward, coming up into high crescent, sinking those hips. Planting your left foot this time, keeping those heels in line, sinking further through the hips, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Drishti again, looking at your right middle finger, drawing your awareness inwards. Turning that right palm facing the sky, reversing that warrior, before exhaling back to the front of the mat, hands down, stepping through plank, finding your flow, either knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhaling back into your downward facing dog. Again, pedal out those legs, or if you would prefer to rest in stillness before stepping back to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold, inhaling up to rise. Now going again, inhaling the arms up, gentle back bend, exhaling forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, exhaling forward fold, planting the hands down, stepping the right foot back. Inhale up, high crescent, exhale, sinking the hips. Again, planting that right heel down, heel to heel alignment, sinking into your warrior two pose. That drishti focused on the left middle finger, relaxing the shoulders down, flipping the hand, and then coming back into your reverse warrior before exhaling back to the front of the mat, stepping through plank, changing and bringing that left foot to the front, stepping it through if you need. Inhale, exhale, sink through the hips. Coming back into your warrior two, heel to heel alignment, lowering the shoulders, your outstretched hand in front, keeping that drishti on that middle finger, sinking further into the hips before flipping the hand, palm up, and coming back into your reverse warrior. Exhaling to the front of the mat, stepping back into plank and finding your flow. Knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga before pushing back into your downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, making sure your neck is relaxed before looking forward, stepping to the front of the mat, inhale halfway, exhale forward fold before you inhale to rise. Taking a moment here before we get ready to go again. Finding Tadasana, standing at the front of your mat, inhaling the arms up, gentle back bend, exhaling forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhaling, planting the hands down. Stepping the right foot back, inhaling the arms up, exhale, sinking into that high crescent. Lowering your right heel again, heel to heel alignment into your warrior two. Focusing the drishti on the front middle finger. Flipping the palm, coming back into your warrior three. Exhaling, hands to the front of the mat, stepping through plank, bringing that right foot through to the hands, coming back up into your high crescent. Exhale, sink the hips before opening up into your warrior two. Drishti focused on that front middle finger. Before flipping the palm, coming back into your reverse warrior, before windmilling the arms down through plank. Now find your flow, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Here in downward dog, your drishti can be looking at your calves or your toes, ensuring that the neck is relaxed. Pressing through those hands, pushing the shoulders away from your ears, aiming to get your heels to the ground, but softening the knees as much as you need. Stepping forward and coming back up, inhaling the hands to your heart center. Lifting your left leg, we're going to come into a balance pose. Hinging at the hips, we're going to come into warrior three. From here, feel free to support yourself using your hands to the floor on the mat or using blocks. Bringing your hands now down to the mat, we're going to come into standing splits. So all of your weight in your right leg, pressing through the hands. If you have enough balance, you can let go and hold onto your right calf. Coming up to stand, if you're able to, try and keep that foot elevated, bringing it back in front. Now we're going to swap over and do the same thing on the right side, lifting the leg, hinging at the hips before coming into warrior three. Here our hands are at our heart or they're on the floor holding onto blocks before coming into our standing split. Really trying to bring that back leg to the sky, holding onto your calf or keeping both hands grounded on the floor, whichever you feel is most comfortable for your practice today. And then slowly transitioning back, keeping that foot off the mat, bringing that leg up in front of you before standing back onto the mat. For the next part of the sequence, we're going to be coming into chair pose, inhaling the arms up and bending the knees, grazing the fingertips on the floor. Going to be imagining that you're sitting on an invisible chair. You want to be able to see your toes over your knees, pushing your bottom behind. Here we're going to practice raising our drishti up and outwards, looking into the infinite space. Remembering this practice for tired eyes. Bending forward before pushing back up to release the legs. And then we'll go again, inhaling the arms up. And exhale, sinking into your chair pose, grazing your fingers on the floor, raising the arms up as high as you can, drishti up and out into the infinity. Taking a few breaths here before we exhale, bending the knees and standing back up. Well done. We're going to continue with some more chair pose, adding in a seated twist. And we're going to energize our eyes by looking as far left or right as we can in these twists. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling, sinking. Here you want to twist your body so you're looking towards the left. If you're able to, you can hook your right elbow on your left knee, twisting from the waist. Your gaze is up and over, looking as far left as you can possibly to energize the eyes. Taking a few breaths here before returning to center, and releasing the legs. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, sit back into your chair pose. Inhale, twist. Exhale, see if you can twist a bit deeper. Again, either holding in a twist or hooking your left elbow on your right knee and twisting further, gaze looking as far right as you can, exercising those eyes before coming back to your heart center, standing up and releasing the legs. Well done. For this next part, we're going to do a bit more balancing. So we're going to be going up onto our tiptoes, turning the feet out slightly, keeping the heels together, come up onto tiptoes, reaching the arms up overhead into a tree pose, bringing the hands down to the chest, slowly and carefully bending the knees into your butterfly position up on your tippy toes. From here, extending the legs, keeping the heels raised, standing back up. We're going to do this again. Exhale, lower, controlling your legs on the way down. Your gaze can be on a point of stillness, slightly in the distance to help you maintain balance. And then when you're ready, stepping down and out, giving yourself a little shake to relax the muscles. Okay, standing on your mat, feet about the width of your mat, we're going to sink down into your Hindi pose. So toes slightly turned out, coming down as much as you're able to. This may be sitting on a block or 2 blocks if you need, gradually sinking further the more you practice. We're going to be doing some more twists, so planting the right hand down, extending the left. Drishti is going to be looking at that left hand. Breathing deeply, exhale, seeing if you can twist a bit more into that shape. Bringing your hand down, planting that left hand this time and opening up the right side of the chest, keeping that drishti, your gaze at that right hand, energizing and awakening the eyes and keeping your practice inwards. Now to finish our practice with a little bit of breathing, we are going to do alternate nostril breathing, an example of Nadi Shodhana. So you're going to bend your right index finger and middle finger, and your thumb is going to close your right nostril and your ring finger is going to close your left nostril. You can keep your middle finger on your third eye if you'd like, or you can bend it as I am. So you're going to start by taking a deep breath in through your right nostril before you close it with your thumb, and then breathe out through your left nostril. You're then going to take a deep breath in through your left nostril before you close it with your ring finger and open your right nostril to exhale. Inhale through the right nostril, exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. Again, inhaling through the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, exhaling through the right. I'm just going to leave you here for a couple of minutes just to do this with your own breath. So the idea of this type of practice is to balance your nadis. So your nadis are the channels throughout the body that carry nutrients, water, blood, or your bodily fluids, and they help to improve the flow of prana. So in Sanskrit, this is your vital energy source, your life force. And so doing these types of breathing exercises helps to not only cleanse your nasal airways, but also improve the flow of energy throughout your body. And that's what breath does. So taking your own time, continue this breathing cycle for a little bit longer. If you haven't already, feel free to close your eyes as you continue this breathing cycle a few more times. And beginning to finish your last cycle of breath, you can relax your hand and return to your normal breathing. You might like to release the neck by looking to the left, keeping your eyes closed, and then turning and looking to the right. Again, feel free to keep your eyes closed. We're going to take a couple of energizing breaths, inhaling the arms up and down to the heart center. And again, inhaling the arms up and over the head, exhaling the hands down to the heart center. Just rub your hands for me, warming up the palms. Rub them as quickly as you can, building that heat before covering them over your eyes. Blinking your eyes open under the palms of your warm hands before you remove them slowly and bring your awareness back to the room where you are. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Well done for showing up today and doing some practice with me. I had a great time. I hope you did too. Take care. If you enjoyed this video, I'd be really grateful if you could like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments.